guys, and welcome to our Japanese garden escape. I'm Teresa, and today I will be pruning our Mugo pines. Mugo pines we have right here next to me. They are a smaller type of pine that grows more like a little shrub or bush. They can grow taller or stay rather small, like this one is more like a dwarf one. So it depends on the variety or the cultivar you have. There are loads of different ones around. Pruning pines is a little bit different than pruning deciduous trees or shrubs, because pines typically do not grow from old wood. So if you maybe have a look here a bit closer. So if you look into that pine, and Mugo pines are a little bit in between. So you see occasionally, like here, they will grow out from the old wood. So that's this bit here. But normally pines really do not so much. And what we want to do today is pruning the pine needles, so also called pine needle pinching. And we're doing this by pruning off these new shoots. So you can see pines grow in a way that they will grow for one season, and what they do is they develop these new shoots, also called candles. And you see this one here, they have a main shoot. This one would grow to about the size as you can see now. And then in the next year, from here, you would get those side shoots again, like you have here. So this is this year's growth with the main candle and those side shoots or candles. And if you want to let the pine grow to a larger size, that's fine, just let them grow. We want to keep our pines to a certain size, so to keep them rather compact. And so what I will do today is I will prune off on this one here, this main shoot. This is a job that has to be done, or should be done really, in early summer, so before these candles or shoots start to open completely. So this is, you see, these needles, they start to unfold, and this is borderline really, so I shouldn't do this a lot later than this in the year. I'm wearing gloves for this because the pine resin, which will start coming out as soon as I cut this one off, is quite sticky and it gets all over. So this is why I work with gloves today. And the tools I'm using is I use for pinching, I use my garden shears. This really comes in handy because they have this tip, this narrow tip, so I can get in easily, like so. You can, or when you do it earlier, they can be pinched off, so just broken off. This is where the name is coming from, pine needle pinching. But I prefer working actually with scissors because I find it's a cleaner cut. In case I trim any larger branches, I have my secateurs with me. But normally we should just be using the scissors. So then let's get started with this one. So first I look at the overall picture. This pine here grows in a location that has not that much sun actually, which is not ideal for pines, but this spot, because of the big black pine here behind me, stays rather dry, and this is why the pines kind of growing okay here in this spot. So and if I look at this entire picture, so this one back there I will not prune this year. This can grow a little bit bigger, and this one here I will not prune either. That one has also quite a nice size and could even grow a little bit bigger. This one here, however, I'm just going to be pruning those shoots at the front here, because if you look at the oval shape of this Mugo pine, you can see that this is just getting too tall compared to the back side. So I want to have more growth on the back side and cut these ones off. So then let's get started with this. So what I will do, maybe I'll show you a bit closer. So I'll just go in, and I'm always very careful with these side shoots because they may break off easily, and then I just cut this one off completely. And this is usually where the resin is starting to come out, depending on when you cut, but this can get very sticky. And what will happen now, since the main shoot is gone, this will encourage those shoots to grow more and may even encourage some more shoots to come out here. Then let's do this one here as well. This one just has a single shoot, but still what I will do with this one, I will halve this one. That's also an option, like so. So that means it will only grow to where I cut it, and next year you should get new shoots around there. This one here has a little side shoot here and one here, so I'm gonna take this one off completely. and that one also is too long because it's, you see, it's like out of proportion, because next year the new shoots would be on the top here, and then it just wouldn't look right, because then we would be already here and the back is still quite low. So this one here I will actually half in size for now. And then we have this one that is growing a bit too tall. This one I will take off to encourage those two side shoots here to grow more. And this one I will half in size. Okay. And I think for this pine, this one is okay for now. That's fine. Oh, there's one here. That one I'm gonna half as well. Okay. So for this pine, that will do. Then let's go to the next one. The next one here is this Mugo pine that grows next to this fairly big Portuguese laurel. And you can see the shape, so it grows really nice at the front here, but at the back it doesn't really grow that much because it's shaded out by the Portuguese laurel. So what I will do here, again looking at the overall picture, you can see that this shoot is way too high, and so I will trim this one off and maybe those few over there, so to achieve a more compact overall picture. Okay, I'm starting with this one here. That's the tallest one. So this one, again, you can see the main shoot here and the two side shoots, and also here the side shoots are fairly tall if you compare it to the rest of the plant height. So what I will do, I'll take the main one out, and here I will actually half the side ones to get to this overall height. Good. The next one is this one here. This one here is the main one. Then you see one side shoot and here a small one. So this one I will take off completely. And this one here I will kind of half in size, like so. Also here on this one you see that the needles, they started to open already, so this is really borderline doing that. Should be yeah, almost a little bit earlier. Okay, good, then let's have a look. I'll step back and I will also, this one here, I will take out the main shoot because I want more compact growth. And on this one here, so it has two side shoots, then this one here I'm gonna half. This one here I will half as well. That one I'll half. And then back here, so this is again a very strong main shoot, so I'm going to take that out because this one has three side shoots, so this will give a more compact picture. Then we have that one I'm going to take out, and then we have here, let's look, let me step back. Okay, so here at the front we have this one here that has three side shoots, and this one I will take out. And then we have that one here. This is also a very long main shoot, so this one I'm going to take out completely, and actually those side shoots I'm going to half. Then we have that one here. That one, this one doesn't have a third side shoot, so it's only growing this way. So what I will do, in order not to produce like a hole here, I will half this one. And then the last one on this side is this, and this one here I'm taking out the main shoot. Okay, that's looking quite good. Then let's have a look at the back side. Okay, so here I want to keep it a bit lower, this Mugo pine, because of the Portuguese laurel, even though this Portuguese laurel will be pruned as well later in the summer. But still, I want them to grow right next to each other, but there needs to be a little bit of a gap. So this one you see is getting too long, starting to grow over this, so this will be pruned away later. But also this one here, I don't want this to grow any taller here. Okay, so starting with this one. This one again is a very strong main shoot, so I'm going to take that out completely. and those I will halve because they're quite tall as well, the side shoots. Then we have here, actually we only have side shoots, there was no main shoot coming out, but I'm gonna halve all of them to keep it to that height. And then back here we have a main shoot, just one side shoot, which actually suits me just fine back here. So I'm gonna take the main shoot out. And then this one here is also one main shoot and just one little side shoot here. And here I'm also gonna take the main shoot out. Okay, and then this one on the side here, this one has two side shoots. So I'm gonna take the main one out to keep it lower at this point. The same with this one. And the same with this one back here. Okay, and this one I'm gonna halve. And this one that starts to grow into the pathway, I will actually take out because it has one side shoot and here actually two very small ones. Good, and this one maybe as the last one, this one has only one main shoot, so I'm gonna halve that one. And this should look quite even if I'm stepping back. Yeah, that looks quite good. Okay, then let's go to this side here and see what we're pruning off here. Okay, this one grows right into the laurel. So here I'm actually going to take the branch off with the secateurs. Those branches are very soft, so I could probably cut them with the shears, but I prefer using the secateurs for branches. And then we have those here on the side really. So you see these branches, they are sticking out. So I could either actually take them off completely. You see, and what I do, I'll bend them away if possible and look at the picture. So this one maybe would look quite nice taking them out. Maybe we do that. So it creates a little bit of space here because here the Japanese Andromeda is growing this way anyway. The pine will also spread out to this side a little bit. So I'm gonna take those two out completely. And I'm gonna cut them with the secateurs down there. And this creates a more even picture. So here I'm cutting through easily. They're quite soft. There's a little bit of dead wood, so some smaller dead branches in there, but this is something I typically clean out in autumn time. And this was I said as well. Yes. Okay. And that one. Good. That's looking nice. So I'm quite happy with this result, what that has done. So first shortening the strongest growth and also taking actually off these few side branches has given it a more compact look. So happy with this one here. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one is this one here. This is actually a Scots pine, so you can see this doesn't grow like a bush or shrub type like the Mugo pines do. This is actually a pine. So it would grow as a proper tree, but this one is bred so that it stays really low. This was fairly small when we planted it maybe 3 years ago. I remember it was about that tall and it has grown really well. Also the position here is it gets a lot of sun and the soil is rather dry here, so this is really good for pines. This one needs quite a lot of work. You see all the new shoots, they're very long and we don't really want this one to grow any taller than it already is. So I may here also take out one or the other branch completely. Okay, let's get started. So on this one actually I will get started with the secateurs to bring it back to a basic shape first. This one here, if you look again at the overall picture, this branch here sticks out clearly, and if I let that grow it will just get taller and taller, and here it produces kind of an empty space. So what I'm gonna do, I will take this one out completely with the secateurs and I'll just cut it here where the other branches start to branch off. So just one cut. Yes, okay, good. Hopefully those two, you see, it creates a bit of a hole, but what I could do is tie them together for a while so they will stand up straight, or actually I may actually take those out as well. Just looking at it, it's still too tall. So I will do that. Which means what I did now, I'll just go one lower and take those out too. Okay, so taking this out, you see, has already created a different picture, and it looks already lower and more compact. And what I will do, I will just go around and cut, and always in between step back a few steps and have a look at the overall picture. Otherwise I'll just be cutting and can't see the picture. So let's continue and see what we do with this one. Okay guys, done with this one. Have a look. Looks a lot better. So the height is lower now, and I trimmed a few smaller branches off the bottom which are not really needed. They don't get enough light. So we'll leave it at that, cleaning out in autumn, and see how the new growth looks next year. Okay, and then the last one is right there. I'll move down there. So the last one is this one here that grows at our creek. This is a Scots pine, also known as common pine, and you can see this one has kind of a low growing shape, so it's kind of crawling along a little bit. It used to be a quite small shrub. It was planted 3 or 4 years ago, and you see here some of those shoots, they're getting way too tall. So again, you're looking at the overall picture, it doesn't really look quite right anymore. And on this one, this is going to be a very quick one. So what I will do here, I'll just prune some of the main shoots. You can see on that side especially, like this one here grows way out of proportion. So I'm going to trim that off and half this one actually. The other ones back here, they are fine for now. Then this one here, growing out of proportion, I'm gonna, because it's a bit empty back there, I'm gonna half this one and half this one. This one is okay. Then this one here is also growing way out of proportion. I'm gonna cut this one because that one has a side shoot, and actually a small side shoot right there, so that will encourage this growth. And then we got those here. This one is definitely gonna go way too long. This one here will half, and then this one here I will, good question, I will actually take this one away. Okay, now let's have a look quickly. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Next one's these here. I mean, the length basically is fine, how far it grows into the creek. However, if I just leave it like that, it will, so this year, that's this year's growth, and then next year it will build another main shoot coming out again. So I'm gonna half this one, the one down there, and also this one here, so that means it stays more compact. Next are those, and those we will just half really. That's okay here. This one will half, so just also really to keep it more compact. At the end here I'm gonna take out the main shoot. That's okay down there. This one is a bit too long. Just gonna put those back there for now. The last ones are just back here. So generally what I want to do in this one is to encourage some more denser growth. So this is why I'm halving more than taking out the main ones. Last cut that I saw, and that will do for this year. And last thing here I'm doing, you see the Japanese bloodgrass is starting to grow underneath that pine. So I'm just gonna take some out, because otherwise it doesn't get enough light in there. So you see, this likes to spread quite a lot, so, but it comes out really easily. Let's see, it's better. Okay guys, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye!